Okay, y'all. Today we're going to talk about this truck here. This is a 1971 Chevrolet C10. It's V8 350 in it. The reason I bought this truck, now this is just the hull, basically. This side is not on there. The doors are falling off. The gas tank's out of it. It's got a lot of rust in it. Like right there, you can see rust. This whole other side over there is rusted out. The floorboard's rusted out. There's nothing in here really. It's all gutted. Okay. The reason I bought this truck is for parts. Let's get this light on the subject here. There's nothing really here. And you can see that big hole over there in it. There's a big hole up there in it. There's a big hole over here in it. The shock towers have broken off of it. See the shock tower there? It's broken off of it. It's rusted up. It's pretty bad rusted. But we bought it for parts, okay? This is the same exact frame as a 65 Chevrolet, 63 to 60, 64 through 66 for sure. And it could be all the way back to 60. I'm not sure. I don't play with them younger, or them 60 models. 60, 61, 62, 63s I don't play with, so I don't know. But this is a 5-lug conversion, basically. This truck has got 5 lugs on it. What? 5 lugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this truck's got 5 lugs. This is the first time I've ever bought dubs. Dubs are 20-inch wheels. Ain't never had 20-inch wheels, but I bought them on this. I didn't really want them, but you know, you got to do what you got to do sometimes. So the whole plan here is to steal the rear end and steal the front end. It's 5 lugs. Okay, there again, another dub. But there's a bonus. That is disc brakes. So I got disc brakes. Right there, well, I'm grinding it. There's disc brakes on it. So we got to get the disc brakes off of there. So we got disc brakes and 5 lug. Look that up on the internet. That's a $1,000, $1,200 kit there to get that. And it don't give you the disc brake. I mean the 5 lug for the back. That's just drum brakes. I mean disc brakes on the front of it. But wait. You know how I was saying I wanted to put dual lines on it? There we go, dual lines. But wait, power brakes. Something my truck does not have. It even bolts in to where the steering box goes. I mean the steering arm there. You see that bolt there? See that bolt there? That bolt's the same on my truck. So all these older trucks have that 3 spear thing, so you can line all this stuff up when you go to put it back on there. So it's going to be pretty neat. We're going to have power disc brakes on one of these. See, I told you there was a front and a back to those. The V8 goes in the front, 6-cylinder goes in the back, so on and so forth. This one's got a horn. We could use a horn. Something else I'm going to do, since I'm not going to be the only one driving this truck, my truck has got a steel rod that comes out. And if you remember my storytelling, I was talking about when I was younger and I was playing around and I was spinning tires and the motor mount broke, and when it did, the motor shifted and it bent the rod and it held the throttle wide open. Well, if you put one of these cables on it, it will not do that. It cannot do that. So I'm probably going to end up putting this cable on this other truck to make it a little safer, where you won't get in trouble with that. This was a manual truck, because you got the bracket there that's bolted onto the frame. That is for the swivel. So looking up under there to make sure there ain't nothing else. Basically, I bought this truck just for parts. I'm going to take the brakes off of this thing. I'm going to take the suspension out from under it, and I'm going to take the rear end out from under it. This truck does have a good title. I'll go ahead and tell you I gave $500 for the truck. But I got a good title with it. I think I can get my money back out of the title and the cab of this truck. There's a lot of these trucks floating around without titles in my area. So the title is worth $300 to $500. You sell them the cab and the title, and then they can put that cab on another truck and make a street legal vehicle out of it, basically, because you got a title. The title goes with there's a tag on the body, which happens to be on the cab. So if you move that cab from this, say, to that truck over there, then that truck becomes whatever this one's tagged as. So you could theoretically make that Dodge this Chevrolet, or make this Chevrolet that Dodge. So it's all in a piece of metal, basically. So I think I can sell that cab and the VIN plate, the cab, and the title for my money back. And if they just want the title, then I'll scrap the rest of this. And I'm going to sell those rims, because I don't want 20s. Never have. So we're going to have an excess of rims. I got 2 doors, but the doors are so-so at best. They're better than nothing, but not much better. There's no glass or nothing in them. They do have the door handles. They do have a set of bucket seats in there, so no rearview mirror. It does have the heater box and stuff like that in there, but you see it's broke on this side. But still, I mean, if you needed a heater core or you needed a fan motor, something like that would be well worth it. The grill don't look that bad in it. There's the grill in it. It don't look that bad. So the bumper is about destroyed, but like I say, I'm gonna take the brake booster, the master cylinder, all the brake lines throughout the whole truck, the front suspension. I don't know if I need to take all the suspension or just the spindles. I might just take the spindle and the brake rotor and the caliper and all that good stuff. I don't know if I need the upper and lower control arms. I'm gonna have to look at mine. I did this same exact thing to mine, but I think I just took the spindles. I'm not sure though. I'll have to look and see exactly what I did to mine. But that's basically why you see this truck in the background. I bought it last week, so I'm going to be taking parts off of this and then selling the truck off. I think I'm just going to cut a big section of the firewall out there where I can get what I need and be done. And if nobody, wants the truck, I'll just scrap it, and it'll still bring a couple $100 for scrap metal, and we'll be done with it. But if you need a top part of a fender or an inner fender, both the inner fenders are good, or some of the floor of the cab's good. Well, this does have the electrical in here. There's a front light, cruise control. But anyway, I just wanted to give y'all this short video on where you can get parts for a reasonable price. You know, you can cut the prices in half if you want to go through the trouble of taking it off. And I don't really mind taking it off, so if you take it off and put it back on, then you'll know for sure what you got, you know, and you can inspect all the pieces and you know how it goes together, and you can take it back apart, yada, 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 so on and so forth. But if you like the video here, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already, and we'll catch you on the next one.